introduce everyone to Nay and Shay with QNS Vlogs. How y'all doing?
I'm Nay.
And I'm Shay.
That's right, Nay and Shay. All right, cool. So, as I mentioned in the introduction, I came across your YouTube videos and they were just great. I'm like, who is these? I'm like, their content is really, really good. And I started to watch a few of your videos, and I found you guys on Instagram and had a couple conversations with you all, and it's been good to meet people who love to cruise and love to travel. So that's what this podcast is all about, and I'm glad to have you on. So let's start. What made you guys start cruising?
Well, at first, I never really wanted to cruise. I really didn't. But my husband had a job. This was like almost 20 years ago. And the business that he worked for, they invited all the families on a cruise. So he was like, do you want to go on a cruise? I'm like, I don't know. He was like, come on, let's go. It was all expenses paid. So we went on this cruise, and I was like, okay, this isn't so bad. I was really enjoying it and everything. So that got us really interested. Even though we had, we were like, we should go on a cruise. I'm like, no. But with that, I was like sold on cruising. So that was our first cruise, and we haven't stopped since. We haven't.
Okay. I don't know what just happened.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You continue.
No, so I'm just saying, that was the first cruise. I loved it. He loved it. So we started to incorporate cruising in our travels, because we were strictly just land-based traveling. Okay. But after that, that cruise, we started to incorporate that into our travels. Okay.
Good. So what do you love about cruising versus land-based vacations?
The all-inclusiveness of it, you don't, right, Shay? Yeah. You don't have to pay for a hotel room, your food is included. I mean, that's a great deal in and of itself. You get to visit different ports, call, and those are the biggest perks that we found with cruising as opposed to, land-based travel.
Yeah, and of course, it like allows you to get a little bit of taste of like ports that you might want to go for that land-based travel later on. So it kind of gives you like a sample of like what places you want to go and what places you might not want to go.
Right.
So, right. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's very, very true. That's what I do love about cruising. It's that aspect of it. So, okay. All right. So how many cruises have you all been on? Or is it different amounts? I don't know if it's the same amounts or if it's different amounts.
It's different amounts, because we were cruising before we even started vlogging. Okay. So how many would you say total? I know it's over, I know it's over 20.
Over 20?
Yes, it's over 20.
So all of you is over 20?
No, for me,
but not for her, because we were traveling without her. And then, since we started, and before we started the vlog, we had started traveling as a family. So and then so then she she came on board with traveling with us. But yeah, I know it's over 20. Yeah, easy.
Woo! You guys beat me. I am. Where am I at? I think I'm at 13 right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have to catch up.
Hey, yes, definitely.
I have to catch up. All right, cool. So, in regards to cruising, what has been your favorite, or both of your? I don't know if you both have the same favorite cruise ship, and why? What is your favorite?
Shay, I'm gonna let you answer that, and I'm gonna see if I agree with her.
You're probably not gonna agree with me, but I would say like my favorite ship that I've been on so far has been Symphony of the Seas, and I might be biased because they had hairspray, and we're from like Maryland, the Baltimore, right. So like
we love hairspray.
So I'm biased in that. So I got to see it on a cruise ship, and it was very fantastic. Like I highly suggest like if you're a musical theater fan or for anything, but especially because Hairspray shows a lot of representation.
Yes.
So for that, I would say Symphony of the Seas.
Yeah. So for me, it was the Norwegian Prima.
Ooh, so why the Prima?
I don't know. It was a new ship, and you know the layout of the ship, the food, the service, it was just top notch. And for me, that was my best cruising experience. Was on the Norwegian Prima. I absolutely loved it.
Okay, so let me get this right. So Shay likes Symphony of the Seas, and
I like Symphony too, though.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. So was that the first time? So for Symphony of the Seas, was that the first time you've been on Royal Caribbean?
No.
Okay.
No.
And what about you for Norwegian? Was that your first time on Norwegian?
Yes, that was our first time on a Norwegian ship. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But not our first time on a Royal Caribbean. We love Royal Caribbean ship. We love Royal Caribbean. We just like it, you know. But Prima was so new, and it's a little smaller, a little bit more intimate, and I kind of like that because I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that I would like a ship that was kind of smaller, you know. But it checked all the boxes for me.
Okay.
You know, so that's why I really enjoyed it.
Okay. All right. So how do you, so I don't know if it's changed since, I mean, you've been on so many cruises. So how do you choose a particular like cruise that you're going on? Is it because of the ship? Is it because of the itinerary? Or is it because you just love maybe a particular cruise line? How do you choose?
Well, first and foremost for me, I look at the itinerary, you know. Okay. I like to try to take cruises where it's a place I haven't been to before, which is kind of hard when you're cruising the Caribbean because, you know, one or two of the ports you've always been to before. So first and foremost, I like to see what the itinerary looks like. And then I'll look and see, cost comes into play. You know, what kind of deal can I get, you know, to go on this particular cruise, you know, to this particular port. You know, so all of that comes into play, but I kind of look at the itinerary. I like to know where it's going. You know, that kind of drives me. And for Shay,
I look for the ship. I'm looking at what food is there. Like that for me, it's about the ship. The itinerary comes second, but for me, I need to be on a slightly newer ship or something that at least doesn't show its age as much.
Ooh, so how does that work with like you guys going on cruises together? Like who trumps who?
they trump me all the time.
We do, but we do take her. We take her thoughts into consideration because that's why we went on Symphony of the Seas. Oh yeah. Because she really wanted to. She was graduating. And she wanted to, we wanted to, treat her to a cruise. And she says, well, I want to go on Symphony of the Seas. We had been on Wonder. And we was like, well, okay, let's go on Symphony. So she really got to pick Symphony. So she did. So her opinion comes into play sometimes.
Very little.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. So you said that you guys love Royal. You guys are loyal to Royal. Now, why?
Say that. We like Royal.
So my question is, I love to ask is, why is it, what is it about Royal Caribbean that you love so much in comparison to the other cruise lines?
Want to answer that?
Yeah, I would say when it comes to Royal, it's all about what they have on their ships. And I feel like they have more amenities for different age demographics compared to other ships. Some ships might just focus on adults and not really taking into account kids. Some ships might just focus on kids and not really taking adults. I feel like Royal Caribbean is a happy medium where there's things for kids to do, there's things for adults to do. So they have slides and, like the flow rider on the back.
And they have the bumper cars in some places, So
like for kids, that's like all encompassing. But then for adults, they have like boleros. They have like
a solarium to chill.
Yeah, the solarium. There's like so many different options. So for me, it's like a happy medium between younger, older, middle, everything.
That's if you go on the newer, larger ships. Because if you go on the smaller ships and that that kind of goes down as far as like how much you can actually do on a cruise. on the cruise ship. So, all right. So I didn't have this listed for questions I was going to ask you, but it's related to Royal Caribbean. So, what stateroom do you particularly choose when you go on a Royal Caribbean cruise?
A balcony.
Okay.
Yeah. But we have yet to try one of the inside balconies, like the overlook Central Park, and that's one that I want to try. We usually just get one that overlooks the water, but with the newer ships, we definitely want to do one that overlooks Central Park, or what's the other?
The boardwalk.
The boardwalk. Yeah, one or the other. One of those inside balconies.
Okay. All right. So what is your favorite? Do you all book like specialty dining?
We tend to do specialty dining, yes.
So what's your favorite specialty dining restaurant with Royal Caribbean?
Park. I like the 150, yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. Okay.
It was okay, for a steakhouse. But for me, on the Carnival Horizon, the Fahrenheit 555 was like top. So Chops was okay for me, but the Central Park 150. I mean, that was it. That was one of the best ones on Royal Caribbean for me. Shay?
Same. Does Playmakers count?
I mean, I like Playmakers. Playmakers is cool too. Playmakers go.
Their wings.
I like wings, and they bring a whole bunch.
Their wings. Their wings are good.
The bar food was really good. It was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know why my internet is so choppy. I don't know. This is different. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna make it work. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe because you guys are talking about Royal Caribbean and I like Carnival, so I don't know. Maybe. No, I'm just messing. All right, so we talked about Royal Caribbean. Now we're going to talk about your vlogging. So, what made you start vlogging, and like when did you start?
We actually started vlogging in early 2021, right, Shay?
I would say
really before then, but we wasn't really dedicated to it.
Yeah, we started vlogging.
And
I would say my first cruise, which was like 2014.
Oh yeah,
2015.
Oh, we did.
I took a whole bunch of footage. Just never pieced it together or uploaded it, and we've been like, we just never got around to it. I guess we're too scared.
Yeah.
To start it.
When you think about it like that, then yes. And let's go back, because when we went on. We were on the Splendor out of Long Beach, and we went to the Mexican Riviera, and I had really started too, and I still have some of that old content. I might do it in a throwback. And and like you said, holding on to it, being afraid, I don't know, just being afraid to just present it, So the pandemic hits, and we're just thinking, and just things happen, and we were like, we'd really like to start chronicling our, a video legacy for our children and our grandchildren. Okay. So we were like, well, let's just do it. We like to travel. Let's just start picking up the camera and just videotaping, our adventures and stuff, and for our kids and our family. And then my daughter was like, well, maybe you should just start a YouTube channel. I was like, I was on the fence about that. She's like, you might know, everybody's doing blah blah blah. So we were like, okay. So that's really how we got into starting this YouTube channel, and now we just love it. We love just bringing content, travel content. We also do food stuff that we're going to get more into, the food reviews and other aspects of travel, like land-based and everything. We're going to venture more into those avenues as 2023 progresses. But it was just a way for us to just chronicle our travel adventures. And also now I'm just bringing them to any and everybody who want to watch them, and bringing, and and just offering tips, this cruise ship has to offer this, the food here is good. These are our opinions, but just being open and transparent so that if someone's looking to go on a particular cruise ship or a port or whatever, just maybe looking at our content and to try to, just like I said, being open and transparent so that they kind of know what they can expect.
Yeah, that's good. That's really, really good. So who is behind the editing of the videos?
Well, it's Shay and I. We both edit. Take turns editing.
Guys are good. I'm telling you. For you all to be starting out, like, it's been a couple years. Like, I applaud you all. So the content is really, really good. I love it.
That's the hard. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, it is.
Of this whole journey, is editing. Making sure that stuff is flowing right. Making sure you try to put the right music in. Making sure you capture, the key moments to keep people engaged so that they want to watch. That's hard.
Right.
But we keep pushing through.
Good. So on top of the whole vlogging thing, there's a lot of vloggers. Like, what do you use as far as your editing? Is it like a particular program that you use?
Yeah, we use Premiere Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we use Premiere.
Okay, Adobe.
Yeah, for our editing. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've tried to use Adobe. I have a busy. Editing is a lot, so
yes,
it's a lot. That's all I have to say.
It is.
But I've tried to use Adobe. I have Premiere, so I've tried to use that. It's a lot that you can do with the Adobe software when it comes to editing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's good. Are there any vloggers that may have inspired you to maybe start, or even right now, are there any vloggers that and it may not be travel vloggers, it may be some other vloggers or YouTubers out there, they may have inspired you to start like creating content?
Well, what would you say, Shay? I think when we first started, we of course, like everybody, we were just watching so many different content creators, and not necessarily travel content creators, when the pandemic hit, because everybody was in the house, everybody was glued to the TV, watching YouTube. So I would have to say, there's so many, that you try to get the best of everything you watch and try to put a spin on it for your own content.
Yes.
So in that, I could say it's a lot of vloggers out there that are doing it and are doing it well, and like I said, you just want to take, I like that. I like the way that happened. And then you just want to put your own spin on it. So that's what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, cool. What are your 2023 or maybe 2024 travel plans?
Okay. So, as I said, we want to venture more into the food, doing our foodie vlogs. We want to really go into that. What else, Shay?
I wanna go overseas. Like, they're leaving me in like May, but I wanna go overseas. Like, I don't know, like maybe to England or somewhere in Asia. Like, I wanna go somewhere over there. I watch a lot of like random content, overseas content about food stuff, and I'm like, I just need to go.
Goodness, yes. Like, there's a couple of vloggers that like I've been watching. That's like they go to Japan, and they're like, it's like the street food. Like, I'm like, man, I would love that. I would love that. So you want to, so you want to go and actually like spend time in the destination, not like a cruise.
No.
Okay.
So we're gonna explore that, because I want to do it too. It looks fun. It looks like something that just be a great adventure. Be a great adventure to bring, to folks to watch and everything. So yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And we also have some trips planned. Like, we're going on a Virgin cruise later this year, and I definitely want to go on that Viva. I want to go on that Norwegian Viva so bad. So I'm looking into that. for 2024, I'd like to go on Icon of the Seas, but I'm gonna wait until they get the kinks out of that one, before we go on that one.
Man,
so definitely want to go on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the inaugural that would be my first inaugural cruise, because I don't like going on cruises when they first come out. For that reason of it, there's a lot of kinks and things that may go wrong with the first maybe month or so of cruising. But I don't care. Like Icon. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I saw that. Whew. I was like, yeah, I want to go on that.
Whew. Icon. I told people that Icon of the Seas is going to blow every other cruise ship out of the water. Like, I'm very confident Royal Caribbean is going to do their thing, and how they have it set up, how they have the different areas for like the water slides and the infinity pools and all the different areas, and they still have a lot of areas that they haven't even shown us yet. That's gonna be a cruise ship to kind of beat, especially if you're into like the bigger, larger cruise ships.
Yeah. Yeah, because being on Wonder, I mean, that ship was huge, and just being on one end and trying to look all the way down the hallway, I was like, I can't see, and it kept on going. That was a beautiful ship. And this is gonna be, the Icon's gonna be even bigger. It's like I can't even imagine that.
And it's funny. It's funny you mention that, because when we went on Symphony back in May, that was my first Royal Caribbean mega ship. And they got off of Wonder like 2 or 3 weeks before then, and they were comparing Symphony to Wonder. They're like, oh, this is pretty smaller compared to Wonder. And I'm like, it's massive to me. It's massive. It's much wider. I'm like, okay.
We were doing that.
So did you find that it was big differences between Wonder and Symphony of the Seas?
Yes, for me it was. It's like as soon as I walked on it, I was like, yeah, this is small. I was like, this is so small. I kept saying, oh no. I kept telling her, like she said, I was like, oh no, Wonder's big. This is bigger than this, And she's like, Mom, this is a big ship. I'm like, but yeah, you could kind of after if we had been on Symphony first and then went on Wonder, it'd been different. But because we got on Wonder and then went on Symphony, you could really tell that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a big difference.
Okay.
Still a nice ship.
Okay. I need to try out Wonder of the Seas. I'm gonna have to do that.
You're gonna love it.
Okay. All right. I think let's see. We're toward the end, but I have some photos that I want to show everyone, and we can talk about them. So let me pull this up. So I was able to pull up some photos of you guys. I know this is not one that you sent me, but I want to talk about this because it's all of you, and you're missing a piece tonight.
Yes.
A piece of the pie. So for one, let's talk about the shirts that you guys have. The Melanin at Sea.
Right.
Where did that stem from?
It's I guess it's a movement for people of color. It's just a camaraderie on sea for people of color to just, regardless of what cruise you're on, you see someone with Melanin at Sea shirt on, and it's just knowing that you're here, you're present, you're enjoying cruising, especially people of color, because of course we're underrepresented, in the cruising, for cruising and travel. Okay. So it's just a way of saying we're here, we're enjoying it. We see our cousins that have these shirts on, and it's just, it's really nice.
Good.
To see others with them.
I literally just came across a group that does theme parks. It's like Melanin at Melanin theme parks or something like that, and they're doing the same thing but with theme parks around the country. I don't know if you ever came across them, but
no, that sounds interesting.
Really? Yeah. All right, we go on. I'll send because I actually came across their page on Instagram, and they also have like a Facebook group where they post like meetups and things like that. So like it's a few of them, and they go around to different theme parks, and they have meetups with people that follow them, and get on rides and stuff like that. So yeah, it's nice. So I'll like I said, I'll send that to you after.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. All right. So the next picture is right here. Carnival celebration. So when was this?
This was the inaugural cruise of the celebration. And I forgot what port were we in, Jay? This wasn't Puerto, do I want to say? No, it wasn't Puerto Rico. It was it Amber Cove? It was Amber Cove.
No, it wasn't Amber Cove. It was
Amber Cove, that bathing suit.
Oh,
it was Amber Cove. Yeah, we were reporting Amber Cove. Yeah, for the inaugural celebration. Yes, and that was a nice cruise.
It was Grand Turk. It was Grand Turk.
Oh, it was Grand Turk. I know it was one of them.
Oh, it was Grand Turk. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. All right, cool. Ooh, look at y'all.
So this is when we were on the inaugural for the MSC Seascape, and we always try to coordinate for one of the formal nights a color that all of us wear. This time around it was green, so we all wore our green that night, and we got a chance to take a couple pictures together. Especially because MSC is very like high tech and fancy. Yeah. So there's mirrors everywhere. There's that staircase. So just feels like a good time to take a photo.
Yes.
Love it. All right, that's good. All right, who wants to talk about this one?
Okay, this is the celebration, Carnival celebration, and this is the green eggs and ham breakfast that they have, and they just started this back. So we've been on one before out of Baltimore with the green eggs and ham. It's really nice for the kids, even the grown-ups. We enjoy Dr. Seuss and Cat in the Hat and Thing 1 and Thing 2, just like the kids. It's really nice. We really enjoyed it, and definitely would recommend that for anybody who's going on a Carnival cruise ship.
Yes, indeed. All right, another one.
That was back on MSC Seascape. That, like I said, that staircase with all the
beautiful
jewels and stuff within it, and it just felt like a really good photo opportunity. We realized that it's better to take the photo from the top of the staircase looking down rather than from the other way, because you get more. The staircase looks more, I guess, elegant.
Yeah.
But,
okay. You over here giving people photo tips.
Yeah, that's MSC. Yeah. Take the picture at the top of the staircase because it looks better.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, and the last one is this.
Yes. Now this was the white night on MSC. So of course, coordinated in white. Just glitzy with the mirrors and everything. It's a beautiful ship. We had a wonderful time.
Love it. Oh man, well thank you so much. I guess the last thing is, where can people follow you all so they can get all this good content?
So you can follow us, of course, on YouTube, QNS Vlogs. You can follow us on Instagram. That's also QNS Vlogs. We just made a Facebook page, so you can also follow us on Facebook. And we're also on TikTok as well. All of those are QNS Vlogs.
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any of those merch? The merch, the t-shirts?
No, that's something that we're working on,
Okay.
And, as soon as we get it together,
Awesome. But so thank you, Nay Shay Nay, QNS. I appreciate it. Much success in your travels, and I can't wait for to see more of your content. And hopefully, I have you all on again in the next few months or so to talk more about the cruise industry or any travel things in general. So, thank you so much for taking up the time and being part of this podcast. And I'll see y'all soon.
All right. Thanks, Mike. We really appreciate it as well. Bye.
No problem.